Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. And can we just take a moment to chill out? My goodness, it's been a year, right? But it's definitely been like a month. And with the holidays coming up real fast, this is a time of year where a lot of people feel a ton of stress. It just feels really hectic and it feels like time goes by really, really fast. And I'm with you. I am feeling it so much this month and this week. And I just want to take some time and just chill out and moisturize. Taking that moment, that little skincare moment in your day to just kind of like recenter, relax, refocus, and just give yourself a moment of peace. That's what I want to do today. And another twist on this video is I've only chosen products from two skincare brands, Benton and Pyunkang Yul. Now, heads up, this video is sponsored by Stylevana. I picked out all the products from Benton and Pyunkang Yul from their website, but right now, we gotta chill out, we gotta moisturize, we gotta get this video started. So if you are so ready, maybe grab a relaxing beverage, give the video a big thumbs up, and let's get started. Okay, so before I got here, I was in there taking a quick hot bath, and OMG, this is like my favorite thing. I love hot baths, I always have. But recently, I've just been taking really quick ones right before bed because I'm like the queen of like the 3-hour long bath. But not everybody has 3 hours, and I have definitely been tight on time. But just taking like a quick 10-20 minute bath right before bed has been incredibly helpful. And just the warm water itself just really overall resets my body. It really prepares me to relax and to sleep. I'm just one of those people who can't turn it off easily. My mind is always going. I'm always thinking about things. When I get into bed, there needs to be this really long process of shutting it down. And this has been a really great way to kind of jumpstart that. So I'm not washing my hair tonight, but I did wash up with the Pyunkang Yul 80 body wash and shampoo. So the first thing that really attracted me to this product is the fact that it's fragrance free. It is super hard to find fragrance free body soap, OMG. This is in all senses of the word a really basic soap, but I like that. That's exactly what I want. I don't need bells and whistles and frills and scents, and I just want soap that works but doesn't irritate my skin, and that's exactly what this is. It's got really good lather. I really feel like it effectively removes dirt and grime and buildup and sweat and all the stuff that can get collected on your body, right? I feel like it's really good at that, but it just feels really gentle on my skin without being over the top, super creamy or overly fragranced or anything like that. It just gets the job done. And I've actually, like I said, I didn't know what to expect, but I've actually really been enjoying this. They need to make a bigger bottle. Now, they say you can actually use this as a shampoo as well, which probably speaks to why it can lather up so well. But I'll tell you, I tried it and I don't like it as a shampoo. As a shampoo, I don't want the basic shampoo. I want really nourishing, creamy, lathers up beautifully type of shampoo. And so I'm going to stick to my Shiseido that I always use. But for body, I've really been liking this a lot. Now, I've said this on my channel before. I am not super elaborate with body care, right? I am all about this face and sometimes my neck and sometimes my chest. I don't know why I was voguing, but there you go. But with my body, I do really like to do some care, right? I like to do what I call the minimum. And really what the minimum is body lotion, right? That's the bare minimum care that you can do for your skin, and it's a really great thing. You do want to keep that skin supple, hydrated, moisturized, so you can fight off crackly skin or prematurely wrinkly skin, right? You want to treat the skin on your body from head to toe nicely, right? You don't have to be elaborate about it, but just nicely give it a little TLC. And in my opinion, body lotion is really the easiest way to do that, and it is a must for me because, as I said, I can get really dry and itchy body skin. And so I was actually excited to discover the Benton Shea Butter and Coconut Body Lotion for a couple reasons. Of course, it's a fragrance-free body product and no essential oils, and It's tricky, right? It is tricky. You guys who are kind of on that similar journey with me, you know that it's not always easy. So I just always appreciate it when I can find it. But I was also excited because I actually have used the hand cream from this line, the Shea Butter and Coconut line, and I absolutely adore it. Like, it works super well for my dry hands, and it's actually what I carry around in my purse all the time. So good, especially after all the antibacterial gel, right? So I was excited to try this out, but I was also really surprised by the texture. I'm like really excited about this because Shea Butter Coconut sounds super thick, right? Like really, really, like maybe even greasy, like really thick and nourishing. And actually the texture is a lot lighter. It is very almost like runny. It is very much not a cream. It's very much a lotion, right? And so it actually has a good amount of hydration and moisture. It has both. There is some hyaluronic acid in this. Really good absorbency, like really quick. It's not sticky. It's not something that leaves like a filmy or greasiness on your body, like you think you can't get into your clothes right away because it just feels a little greasy. It doesn't have that. It's got really good absorbency with really no stickiness or finish. So yeah, I've been impressed with it. You know, just like the PyunkangYul Yul where I said I wanted it in a bigger size, this one, I want this with a pump. That would be like ideal. Although I must say this tube, it's 250 ml. It's really not like hard or inconvenient to use. I just prefer pumps. So something to think about, Benton. But yeah, I've been really impressed, and it's just always great to have another fragrance-free body option on hand. All right, let's get into the face portion of this routine. I don't know what I'm doing. And if you're riding with me, you know, like if you are riding with me on this channel, we are starting out with a toner. Of course we are. We need to get our deep levels of hydration in place. And this one is from Benton. It is their Cacao Moist and Mild Toner. So this is a new product. I haven't used this one before. I've only been using it for like the last week and a half or so, and I've been enjoying it actually quite a bit. And I was excited to pick this one out because I've tried the serum from this line and I've been a big fan. It's a pretty like OG recommendation from me. You can find a review on my channel like way back when, like 2018 or something, which feels like a lifetime ago. Like 2018 actually is not that long ago, but it feels like such a long time ago. I don't know about you, but like I feel like a completely different person than I was just in 2018. So I pretty much knew that I was gonna like this toner. I mean, right, like I'm such a fan of the serum. I kind of knew what to expect with the toner, and I really was not disappointed. You know, it really has this very special kind of texture. I'm trying to put my finger on it because I can't really show it to you. You know, I can show the texture on the back of my hands and everything, but I really can't demonstrate what I'm feeling inside of my skin by just showing you the texture, because it is really light. It's really hydrating. There's that balancing moisture, but it's almost like it just like plumps and fills the inside of your skin with that balancing whisper of moisture with no greasiness or anything at the top. It's hard to describe, but I really like this. I can see this working for a lot of different skin types because it is a very lightweight toner with just that touch of balance. So even like super oily but dehydrated skin, I think would really like this toner. So I did layer it up about 4 times on my skin. You know I love a good foundation of hydration. And I'm actually going to be using the hydration sandwich method that I talked about last week in my winter tips video. This is like real crucial, essential for me in the cold weather to do this. And I mean, I pretty much do it year round as well. And the product that I'm going to be using, and the hydration sandwich method, by the way, it's really light, watery toner first, and then using another really hydrating product, like another toner or an essence with a thicker type of texture, because that's going to sandwich in the hydration or just kind of like hug it into your skin. So for that, I'm going to be using PyunkangYul Essence Toner. And you can see like the texture, it's just, you know, it's got more viscosity to it. It's got a little bit more thickness, a little bit more body yaddy, as I always like to say, to it. But you can still see it's still going to be lightweight. So I really just do 1 layer of the PyunkangYul Essence Toner. You know, you can feel free to layer this up if you like to. I personally don't really need to. I think that it can get a little bit thick on the skin. It's got such a slippery richness to it. You know, for me, just 1 is enough to really plump and protect my skin. And they do call this an essence toner. You know, that is kind of a confusing, like, how do I use it? You can really use use it either way. I personally strictly only use this in the essence step. I always pair this with a hydrating toner. I can't use it as my main toner because for my skin, super duper dehydrated, right? It's actually not hydrating enough for me, which is like, go figure. I actually really disliked this product when I first tried it because it actually made my skin feel really dry and tight. And I was like, what? This sucks. This is supposed to be so famous, right? This is like their like most popular product from PyunkangYul. And I was like, what's going on? So then I tried it after hydrating toner in the essence step. And I was like, oh my God, this is like... This is like the most amazing thing that I've ever done for my skin in a long time. Seriously, my opinion of this really flipped like that. And that's really, feel free to experiment. You know, sometimes it really is about how you pair your products together. Sometimes it's worth giving a product a second chance as long as it didn't break you out, right? So anyways, this actually works super well for the hydration sandwich method because for me personally, like I said, it's got a slipperiness, it's got a richness to it, but it also feels like it's got a little bit of, I don't want to scare you off, but it's almost like a little bit of occlusivity to it. You know what I mean? It hugs and locks it in, you know, in a really nice, light and breathable way. And so for the first step, for me personally, it didn't quite work. But as that second step to ensure the hydration stays in my skin, it works beautifully. So yeah, my opinion on this one definitely did change, but I found this to be a really good winter time ally because it really does just lock in that hydration. Whatever you put underneath it, it locks it in. And you can see my pimple patch right here. I was gonna try to like conceal it, but no, I definitely have a breakout right here on my forehead. So for serum, I chose the classic Benton Snail Bee Ultimate Serum. So I love this one. You know, the Snail Bee line just kind of like overall does have like a very sort of characteristic formula. So we've got a high percentage of snail secretion. Snail is amazing for so many reasons. Not only does it really hydrate and plump the skin, right, and really balancing, really great ally for dehydrated skin, but it's got a great anti-inflammation benefit. It's got a good wound healing benefit, making it very good for sensitive skin, but also good for acne. It also includes bee venom, right? Snail bee, probably avoid it if you have bee allergies. Yeah, that would be my guess, right? But bee venom is supposed to help with wrinkles. This formula also includes niacinamide for some brightening and some work on hyperpigmentation. And the Snail Bee line also includes adenosine, which is another really fantastic anti-aging ingredient with some good benefits for fine lines, wrinkles, and a little bit of collagen production. So honestly, in all senses, this is very much an all-in-one type of serum. This, you can really target a lot of skin benefits with just one product, and that's the kind of serum I like because I've always got a few different skin goals going on at the same time. And I like this one for the texture because unlike the Snail Bee Essence, which is very gel and light type of texture, this is a little bit more of a balancing, a little bit more characteristic of snail type of texture serum. But it's actually not super heavy and thick on the skin. So it's got a really good plumping, moisturizing effect, but a nice little moisturization slip to it as well without like greasiness on the skin. And so this is the one I'm really needing right now because I do have some inflammation, right? I've got this pimple up here. So I really want to help kind of treat that and get that on its way to healing up. I do have some hyperpigmentation and dark marks. This was like the month where I had almost perfect skin and it just went all downhill, right? I started to get some breakouts. So I do have some hyperpigmentation from some X pimples, right, that are healing up on my face. So this is going to help that. I've always got my eye on the well-aging or anti-aging game, and just the texture, hydration, and moisture levels of this is perfect for, you know, this chill and moisturize routine because it's going to plump up my skin, protect my skin, and really just like give it all that balance that it needs before we move on to the real nourishing steps. So recently I started using the PyunkangYul Black Tea Time Reverse Eye Cream, and I knew when I wanted to do this 2-brand routine that I had to use this as my eye cream because you know I can't not have an eye cream in my routine. I am an eye cream believer. So ingredient highlights here: shea butter and macadamia seed oil, which I find to be like in all of my favorite moisturizing products. So when I see them, I get kind of excited because I'm like, ooh, this is going to have the moisture levels that I like. This also has some niacinamide in it, which I like to see in eye creams. And what else do I look for in my eye creams? Longtime viewers, quiz time. What else does Kelly like in her eye creams? Peptides. Were you all like screaming like peptides? Yeah, I love a little peptide in my eye cream. I do find them to be pretty beneficial. And I always say not all peptides are created equal, right? But there's good ones in here. So copper tripeptide 1. I mean, this is a collagen stimulating peptide. It's also a fantastic wound healer. It's got really good anti-inflammation benefits. So it's just all around a really nice one to see, especially in an eye cream. And then they've also included the very common acetylhexapeptide 8. I talk about this one all the time. It is referred to as the Botox peptide. It's a temporary effect, so you're just going to get it when you're using the product, including this peptide, but it does have a pretty immediate firming type of effect for the eye area. So what I really like about the texture is it's very moisturizing, it's very buttery, and it's got really good absorbency, but it's not greasy like at the top. Like there's not like a shininess or a greasiness or a filminess at the top. This is not the type of eye cream that's gonna like interfere with your like mascara. I've had some eye creams do that where it's like, why is my mascara smudging all over the place? It's like, well, it's probably too rich of products around your eye area. This is just the right moisturization without a real greasy finish on the top. So my skin feels really balanced. You know, it feels very hydrated. It feels really plump, but it also has like this nice layer of really lightweight moisture. You know, this is called Moisturize, Chill and Moisturize routine. And I've been really light with my moisturizing layers, and that really is to accommodate this nice rich night cream. And this has really been like the cream that I have been reaching for basically exclusively since the weather has turned colder. And this is from PyunkangYul. It is their Ado Cream Blue label. Not a lot of surprises in this video, right? You know, I've been really like on this since I first tested it out at the beginning. I think it was like end of summer, beginning of fall is when I really tested it out, and now I've just been reaching for it all the time now with the colder weather. And it's really, I mean, everything about a moisturizer that I like. We've got ceramides in here. We've got copper tripeptide 1 in here, which is great. As I mentioned, it's a nice anti-aging peptide, but it's also a wound healing peptide and anti-inflammation peptide. So that actually makes it a really good choice for hello here, sensitive skin, right? So I really love the ingredients list. We've also got shea butter, macadamia seed oil. There's a little beeswax in this one, but the texture is so creamy and dreamy and silky, and I love it. It's so moisturizing. It's got just the right amount of richness to this, you know what I mean? Like in the summertime it was leaving me a little bit shiny. Now in the wintertime it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for me. This is a really nice medium weight cream. I know I was saying creamy and dreamy and nourishing and rich, but honestly it's not a really super heavy cream. It's very much a medium weight cream. You know, I always talk about the Illiyoon moisturizer, the Ado Ceramide Concentrate cream. This is about the same weight, just with a little bit more nourishment, a little bit more slip to it, but it's about the same weight. And I love, that's like my favorite, like real sweet spot with moisturizers. Just enough occlusivity to fight dehydration, really keep my skin protected in the cold weather. And it's been so windy lately as well, which really can make my dehydration levels go up. And this is just enough, but it's not so thick, it's not so occlusive that I feel like my skin can't breathe. So I'm a huge fan. This is like a real hero product. Don't be surprised to find this like in a best of 2020 video next month, because I am a huge fan. All right, I mean, I am feeling hydrated, plumped, protected, super moisturized. My skin is dewy, it's glowing, it feels comfortable, it feels nourished. It feels ready for bed. You know what I mean? But I'm going to kick it up one more notch in this chill and moisturize routine. Oh yeah. You know, we did do some simple but really nice body care at the beginning of this video, and I'm just going to top that off, take it up one more notch and do some hand care. And this is all in Korean. Here it is. I'm like reading off the bottle and it's all in Korean. It is their Skin Barriers Professional Hand Cream. I'm pretty sure this is like a new product from them this year. And you know what? It couldn't have come out at a better time, right? With all of our hand washing. So I just put on like a really nice amount, and I really like to work this into my cuticles. You know, I get it all over my hands, but I really do focus on kind of just rubbing everything into my cuticle and nail bed, just to make sure I don't miss that area, because that area gets really dry, gets really crackly, it gets raggedy, and then it's like you get hangnails and it's painful. So I just like to make sure that I keep that area really moisturized and just take a few extra seconds to work it into my cuticles and then the rest of my hands. It's real creamy, it's real dreamy, it's real thick and buttery. This is actually probably the most moisturizing product from the video, right? And it feels really good. It's got a really nice amount of moisturization to it. It really kind of feels healing on the hands, but it's not really super duper greasy. Not super. I mean, it is a rich cream, but it's not super oily, and it actually has a really good occlusivity to it. Like, it's actually a pretty occlusive hand cream if that's something that you seek for, but it still moisturizes and nourishes and heals the skin. It's not just a barrier on your skin, it's a little bit of both, and that's what I like in a hand cream. I like a little occlusivity, especially in the winter time, because my hands can just get really weather beaten really quickly. And so this is a really nice protective layer. Perfect right before bedtime, but this is something I can see myself carrying around in my purse, like specifically for winter time, because it's really good for dry hands. So I'm feeling chilled out. I am feeling relaxed. I'm definitely feeling moisturized, and I am feeling real ready for bed. And I hope you guys feel the same way too. I hope you feel more relaxed and maybe even a little bit more moisturized. Maybe you moisturized alongside with me. A big thank you to Stylevana for sponsoring today's video. And my question for you guys today is, if you could only choose from 2 brands, your entire skincare routine, just 2 brands, which brands would they be? Let me know in the comment box below. I hope you guys are healthy, definitely healthy, and safe wherever you are. I know things are getting a little rough out there, and I definitely am hoping that you're happy and that you're kind to yourself and others. Hang in there. We are going to get through this together, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.